Thank you.
Okay, now, so let's move to the crypto space now. We have Laddie joining us. Laddie, welcome to our
Yeah.
new studio.
Great to join you on this
Welcome to our new studio.
fresh new studio.
I was here before you.
Yeah.
I was here for stock market reports.
Exactly.
I was here for business morning. This is your first time.
And this is my first time.
I beat you to it.
Yeah. Great to be here. All right, now we see the market right now. It's looking
Tell
not
me,
so
tell me
bad.
The market is giving me good news since we are in the...
Yeah, we have a little good news this morning, but you know, with geopolitical tensions right now, we're seeing all the markets actually tanking, but it's not looking so bad,
All right,
you know, in the crypto space. Let's take a look at the sentiment in the market now. We can see it's the fear grid index. We see 34 points, showing that it's fear we're seeing in the market, you know, right now at 34. It's an improvement from what we've had for the past weeks now. We've been in extreme fear for a long time. Let's take a look at the market cap now. We see the market cap there, $1.07 trillion, up 1.39%. And we see volume inching downward at this point. It's down 8.35%. And we see Bitcoin dominance there still at 41.16%, down about 0.39%. Let's look at the price of Bitcoin this morning, $23,028. Up 0.67%. It did lose that $23,000 mark initially, but it's managed to bounce back up there. We're seeing a lot of geopolitical tension, you know, right now with what's happening with Taiwan and China, and that impacted most of these markets. We saw Bitcoin, you know, tank, but actually recover sharply. Volume traded, $27.07 billion. Let's look at Ethereum now. See Ethereum, $1,637, up 1.02%. Not looking bad. Volume traded $18.38 billion. And look at the top alts by market cap. It's mostly positive, you know, on that counter. Top alts, we see BNB there, up 1.26%. Cardano, 50 cents, just marginally up, about 0.05. And we see XRP, 37 cents, up about 0.77%. Let's bring in my guest now, Michael Inaji. Hello, Michael. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Laddie. Can you hear me?
Yeah, great to have you, Michael. Welcome to our new set. You're my first guest on the new set. Great to have you, Michael. So we saw that news earlier about Ethereum trading volume hitting 50% parity with Bitcoin for the first time this year. What does that mean?
Basically, it means that the Bitcoin bull market is over. So you're finding other traders speculate on Ethereum. Basically, you know, they're trying to take what little money is in the system left now, and they're just cycling it around. So it's basically old money chasing older money, and it's basically just a rotation. So people are rotating in from narratives that make sense. So for instance, in the last couple of weeks, you've seen a lot of alts rebound almost 100, 200, 300%, far better than what Bitcoin has returned in the same time. It's only up about 60%. But in the same time, other alts are up, you know, hundreds of percents in relative. So that's why you're seeing that volume at all-time high, is because once Bitcoin dies down in terms of volatility and volume, people have to make money somewhere else. So they just speculate on other coins. And so that's why we're seeing, you know, the dominance being as high as it is. But I think the most interesting development is in the last 24 hours, Solana wallet got broken into. So basically what's happening is people who have never had interacted with any smart contracts in the last 70 days have had their Solana drained. They still haven't figured out what the bug is yet. They're still figuring it out right now. The odds it's highly likely that they pause the chain and they try and roll it back. But the problem is it seems like the hack has to deal with the private keys. This has happened on another cryptocurrency chain called IOTA. It basically killed the chain for all intents and purposes in terms of people's trust in it. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Solana makes it out from it. And like also as well, on the macroeconomic forces, like you see MicroStrategy, the CEO, Michael Saylor, step down. And so it's almost like he reported earnings yesterday and he had a $93 per share loss. And so you're basically seeing, one of the biggest earnings per share loss on Wall Street by one of the oldest CEOs on. Yeah. So it's one of those things where, I think the board maybe is telling him that we need to separate you as CEO and make you their chairman. So that way people people for right now probably think the only thing that he cares about is Bitcoin and not really the furtherment of his business. So I think it's really interesting to see all these things happen here.
Yeah, so
Tesla
much
sell their
happening.
Bitcoin last week, and MicroStrategy, the CEO leaving, becoming the chairman. I think corporates are starting to realize, Bitcoin might not be the best thing to put your money in a recession. It doesn't mean that it's lost its all the things that we love about it. But in a time of a recession, I think the most prudent thing to do is, not to own as much. Yeah, risk completely
off.
risk off.
All
because
right.
at the end of the day, this thing is still going at 14K. And
14K.
as much as people want to act like it's not going there, that's where
that's Michael's magic
feels
number.
Most at home.
Yeah, 14K for Bitcoin. We'll be watching out, Michael. And when that eventually happens, I'm going to give you a call, Michael. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Have a great day now.
All right. So now we see our top post market cap there. It's mostly green. Top 5 gainers. We see Lido Finance there topping that count is up about 20.58%. And Optimism also up about 16.82%. Talking about the top 5 gainers we're looking at, at this point. And we see SNX also on that counter. So the market is not looking so bad right now, but it could be better.
It could be better. Well, if I didn't hear anything else that Michael said, I heard him say Bitcoin might not be a good place to hedge during recession.
During a recession, yeah. Because it's risk off. And what is the most risk asset class right now? Obviously, crypto. So
yeah, and then I know Michael always has this not so bright outlook for Bitcoin, 14,000. I think you had Solomon who said 28,000.
Exactly, that we could see a rally to about 28,000. But at the end of the day, the headwinds are still there. So
they're still there. It's not getting worse. I mean, talking about Juliana, we're just talking about stagflation in the UK, in the midst of all of that. But anyway, Ladi,